Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading for the month of September 2018, going a little bit into October, but don't worry, we'll be doing October readings as well, no problem. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I am a witch. I'm going to get right to your cards, but before we do, I want to remind you that everything you need, all the links you need to donate to this channel or to book a personal reading with me are in the drop-down section description box below this screen. So here we go. My cat decided this was the perfect time to get underneath the coffee table right while I'm doing a reading, which I think is perfect. Her name is Danny. It's short for Daenerys. And yes, I am that much of a Game of Thrones nerd. I make no apologies for it. I'm going to be using Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters, illustrated by Richard Crooks. And I'm going to be clarifying with Hanson Roberts Mini Tarot. Okay? Scorpio, my dear Scorpio, I feel like things are chaotic around you. But to not let the chaos take over inside of you. I think it's because there are just changes. The energy I'm getting is there are changes, and change creates chaos. These are all mostly good changes. They just might not make us feel good in the moment because of the chaos. So it's like you're sensitive to change and kind of feeling worked up on the inside. After I shuffled and laid out the cards, I have not seen them. I'm going to look at what's at the bottom of the deck, boundaries. Okay, and that's good. That's a good thing to keep in mind when there are changes around, because we kind of lose our moorings, so to speak, if that makes sense. And we forget what our standards are. We forget. It's like we're just trying to grab onto something. The energy I'm feeling is that there are a lot of moving parts in circumstances around you, and they might make you lose sight of your boundaries in connections with others, okay? But this is a romantic love reading. This card holds the energy of you and you alone, Scorpio. It is the energy of homeland or foundation. I'm feeling a strong energy of security with this card too. And I feel that before making a new foundation, which you are doing that right now. You are doing that right now. You're creating a new foundation in your life, internally especially, emotionally. That's why it's so important to have the boundaries. I really feel that. I'm picking up on that energy a lot. There just seem to be circumstantially going on outside in the physical realm. There are things changing for the better for the most part. What will determine the trajectory and how it feels is how well you're able to maintain your inner calm and peace of mind, okay? And I think that needs to take priority in your heart and in your being and your soul before anything else. You are more important than the changes in your life. You're the one at the catalyst. You're the catalyst of these changes. So remember that doesn't mean that it's your fault if something negative happens. But in the perfect combination of things changing for the better, you're the catalyst for everything. And sometimes some parts have to go wonky in order to kind of balance out other things. Like some things will be negative, but they're for positive end results. So remember that. It's not your fault if negative things happen. This is the energy I'm picking up on within you, okay? It's more that you're creating you're a good catalyst for the positive change, and that sometimes creates chaos. So try not to be overly sensitive about that, is what I'm feeling. It's all good. It's all good in the end. It's all good. This is what's going on with you. This card represents what's going on with you. And it is a cleansing, Scorpio, and that's beautiful. You are the water sign. And those are some deep waters that are being cleansed. Now, I don't sense that you're going to have to go too deep to where it feels like a struggle to clear things out internally. But that's why the outer circumstances are changing. It's kind of like you needed a helping hand from the universe to do some of the heavy lifting, so to speak, in your life, to move these parts. And now that they're moving, there's a few moving parts. And that's what I feel is going on with you, Scorpio. And it's like my empathic spidey senses are feeling this anxiety on your behalf. In other words, I feel worried because you're worried. That's my empathic ability. So it's like my compassion is reaching out for you because nothing bad is going on, and yet it feels bad for you in a degree, only at the emotional level. But it shouldn't, because it's all good. It's like I want to keep reiterating that throughout the reading. It's all good. So relax. Here is the energy. Here's what's going on with the other. Whether you're partnered with this person or this is the person you're calling in, this is what's going on with them. The universe is getting them ready for the next stage. Concealment. Cloak. The card of the cloak. The energy of concealment. My eye went right down here to the symbols that are on this person's cloak. If you can see them. Okay? Stars, moons, you know, the pentacle, the crescent moon, the sun, all these different symbols. What I felt initially, just upon my eye being drawn to that, is that the universe is working something out in them. Well, that's what that card is. But it's like all the tumblers have to fall into place. Like a combination of things. And it's all them. It's like, don't concern yourself with their process. Their process is their process. A lot of it is going on unbeknownst to them. It's like the universe is at work in their subconscious mind, is what I'm getting. This will be interesting to see if you're partnered with this person, if they're having interesting dreams. And are they telling you about them? Because it's more about their emotions. The subconscious mind containing their emotions that are coming up or that are beneath the surface. For some, not all, for some of you, you'll know if this is you or not. Don't force it to fit. For some of you, the partner is wondering if you will be cleansing them out. If they're part of your cleansing process. If they'll be cleansed out. They're kind of worried about you taking stock of them and finding that they just don't fit into this new creation of your life. Okay? And so there's not a lot of dialogue about it. You're not telling them how you feel. They're not telling you how they feel, etc. That's for some of you, not all of you. But I get a good feeling energy under it that for those of you who do need, and you are seriously contemplating that this person should go, you should release them, that you are doing what's right for you. That is the right path. Those are for specific some of you who are already in the process of thinking this. For some of you, you're feeling that at a more emotional level. And you're not connecting it to the partner, but it is them. And for some of you, you know that you are connecting this to your partner, the feelings you have about needing to cleanse them out. So some of you feel that you feel the connection to your partner, that you know it's them. It's more at an emotional level. In other words, there are things that you haven't talked about out in the open. There are things that you've been keeping to yourself, not in a secretive way, but more like mulling them over. and going, I know I feel this way because of them. And I'm thinking I need to move. I need to get this moving. I need to get this moving. They need to move out. You need to get them out of there. And that is, you are doing the right thing. For some of you, you're feeling a certain way because of your partner, but you're not connecting it to your partner. You're thinking, oh, it's just life. It's just circumstances. And the universe is saying to take a closer look at the direct connection between how you feel and the way your partner is, especially in the department of fulfilling you emotionally. And the universe is saying to keep that under your hat for a while, to keep it to yourself and just observe, okay? And maybe not to sit in anxiety over it, but to just observe. Take stock of how they make you feel. It's very important that you do that at this time. And don't tell yourself that they make you feel better than they actually do. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You're creating a new foundation. You might have to create this foundation one piece at a time. But the universe is saying work on the important pieces first. Don't get so sidetracked with these details that are going on in your life circumstances. Work on the important details first. Do I need this person to go? How do they directly make me feel? Look at those important things first. This person is a fixture in your life, and you may not want them there anymore. And the boundaries you need are more about being honest with yourself. Okay, so that's for a certain few. Here, the card underneath it is winter. I can see that if you don't deal with it on an internal level, it might bring up your passion in the form of anger. And then you'll have more to deal with in the near future than you needed to deal with. You'll have to deal with anger. Like an outburst, in other words. You contain your feelings so much. You're looking at other things instead of dealing with them directly. And then you have an outburst, or they do. Okay? Now that's for some of you. For the singles, I'm gonna look at it more holistically as a whole, okay? And get more down. The singles will be more revealed here in this card I'm feeling, and here. These two. Okay, so this is you, Scorpio. This is what's going on with you. This is what's going on with the other. And for some of you singles, the universe is preparing it and keeping it concealed on purpose. The universe is working on these tiny elements, like I said, the subconscious, and they're like taking all of the circumstances involved and trying to make the right combination of bringing you two together. That is in fact what the universe is doing. You need to not get too worked in the details of that. Like get your mind off of it and do other things. But focus on the attributes you want of that person and let the universe do all the little things that need to come together to make you two meet. You think about the more important stuff, single Scorpio. The more important stuff, like the person's character, their essence, their energy, how you want them to make you feel, how you would like to make them feel, like how you'll contribute to each other emotionally. Those are the more important things for you. Here is the real reason of what's going on with you. This is what's going on with you. Here's the real reason why. Altar. The card is altar with the energy of dedication. This is the initial feeling I got is you are dedicated to this. And you will enjoy dedicating yourself to this, to focusing on their essence, to focusing on what's true, what's real about them, the person you're manifesting. The boundaries are here. If you see the athame, that to me, regardless of how it's interpreted by others, how I interpret the athame is protection, boundaries, cutting away, and it is the element of air, not fire, to me. I'm not Wiccan per se, and I know that it can be interpreted many different ways, but I interpret this as boundaries, protection, the element of air, communication, secrecy. I see you needing to keep important things to yourself to let them build in the cauldron of your soul, because it will gain magnetic momentum for attraction. Whether you're coupled or not, this isn't just that That factor is not just for singles who are bringing people in. That's also for people who are not in the sense of controlling their partner, but controlling themselves, how they want to feel. It's more about honesty. If you share too much with your partner, you have none left for yourself. There isn't enough magical energy to work with. You have to let it sit and stir the cauldron yourself, by being the only one who knows what's in there. So in some forms, you need to communicate some things more honestly and directly to a partner that you're not satisfied with. And in other ways, it's like, but here's what I really want. That part, you're keeping it to yourself. And not in a secretive way, like I said, but it's more like in the service of telling yourself the truth, knowing what you want, knowing that if you revealed this truth, it might create more chaos around you, and you don't want that. So it's a matter of discernment, and that is what the Athame is for also, discernment. To know what things you need to keep to yourself and really think about and be honest with yourself about, which is good stuff too. It's not just the negative, but it's the good. It's like, well, what attributes do I truly love in a person? Have I been putting up with too much over here? And really, this is what I want. That's the energy you want to focus on, Scorpio, what you really want. And don't share so much of it for your partner's benefit. Or single Scorpio sharing it with the world so that you're, you know, blabbing it, kind of revealing your own secrets. It's like, keep it contained. Partnered Scorpios, if you share it too much and make it a relationship issue, it's like you don't have anything, you forget your real, true desires because you kind of give them to your partner and say, here, work with this. Be what I need you to be. And they can't really. There are some that can't. It's not for everyone, but there are some that really just, they could never reach that depth for you. They really couldn't. And it's time to look at, well, can they really? It's like you don't want to see that, but you need to see it. And because you already know it's true. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. You know this is how you feel. And those are the feelings you want to sit with. And say, okay, I acknowledge this is how I feel. That is the truth. Now, what do I really want? It's time to get into the juicy energy of the positive. What do I really want? But don't give that to a person you're not satisfied with. Keep it for yourself. So it's not so much keeping it to yourself as it is keeping it for yourself, because you need that energy of that juicy energy of what do I want and what wonderful things do I want to have in my life, and building up. See, even as I'm talking about, it builds up creative, emotional, positive energy for you, and it creates your magic. And that's how you'll manifest what you really want. Not give it to the other person to fix, because it's really none of their business. They really don't know what they're doing, to be honest, because they can't reach the depth of, they can't reach the same depths as you. And they're probably not going to some degree, in a way that would keep you satisfied. That's for some, not all. Okay, so I'm just throwing out all the different scenarios out here. You know which one pertains to you. And it's mostly about honesty here. Like I said, this is what's going on with the other. This is the real reason what's going on with the other. The negative energy of the hex, the energy of banishment. Go right back to that beginning of where I saw these symbols in the universe working on the partner or the current partner or future partner's subconscious mind. They're seeing the depths of themselves. And I'm not seeing this as a gritty, grueling, soul-searching, you know, dark night of the soul thing. I'm seeing it more as they're discovering their own mystery. It's like, oh, I didn't know I had that in me. The universe is doing that. It's a positive thing. And it's pulling up a lot of their shadow or negative. And it's like this person, the specific energy I'm getting on this particular person, this aspect of the reading, just for this particular energy, is that this person has had a lot of people kind of shit on them, to be honest with you. Pardon my language, but they've never really pointed the finger at anyone. That when they've really needed to. So it's mirroring your need for self-honesty, and they're doing it too. They're like wanting to point the finger at, you're responsible for this aspect of my self-hatred. You're responsible. You know, see what I'm saying? They're doing this in their mind, mentally, emotionally. And like maybe writing it down like a burn book or something along those lines. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're purging negative emotion. But boy, they're really looking. They're really looking specifically at who made them feel what way. Only for the sake of personal development, in the sense that these were conditioned thoughts this person carried around. Some were conditioned feelings they carried around for most of their life. And they're like, I want to untie these knots, so to speak. I want to know why I always feel these feelings around certain people or around certain situations. They're trying to figure out what's blocking them. And like I said, it's like the universe is doing that, like putting a magnifying or a microscope on those feelings that are way down deep in the darkness and bringing them up for this person. And right, it's like timing is everything for this person right now, because now is exactly the time for them to be looking at this. And the universe is giving them permission and the green light to say, look down deep, look down deep. We're making it so, we're putting all of the elements in place so that it's a comfortable, more comfortable process for you to look down deep, see what's down there, and finger the culprit, so to speak, like pointing. That's the one who made me feel this way. That's the person that made me feel this way about myself. These are the circumstances that made me feel this way about myself and the universe. I lost my trust in the universe. I lost my faith in the universe. That type of thing. Really important, significant, heavy-hitting stuff, but not with a heavy energy, okay? And what they're going to be able to do with this energy that the universe is giving them permission to use is to turn this negative energy back where it belongs. So they're hexing the negative energy. They're not doing negative things to other people. Now that's that specific scenario of this person. I am seeing you as a reflection in your life, Scorpio, that you have to be dedicated to banishing all the negatives that make you feel the way you feel, those feelings that you're going to see that when you're being honest with yourself. So that's what's going on there. And this person's doing the same thing, okay? So that way you'll be a good match. You'll be relatable. You can relate to the things that you've needed to get rid of, because that's where you build your boundaries around. You're going to meet a person or dedicate yourself to meeting a person who understands your boundaries and why they're there. That's it. Here's how the universe is. This is the energy the universe is in fact bringing you currently, right now, if not right at the moment, then very soon, to help you, which is guidance and tarot cards. Isn't that funny? So you're getting a lot out of this reading, you know, and I don't mean to brag on myself, but you're getting a lot out of this reading here, right here. Your eye is zeroing in on that cup. That's your soul right there. It's the cup of fulfillment. It's the Holy Grail. It's the chalice of wellness. The font, the spring of your soul. And I feel like you want to hone in and zero in on that. It's like that's how you want to feel. You want a person who understands your boundaries around how you want to feel. That is what you are in fact drawing in. And that is what the universe is bringing you, the energy to help with that. Here's the energy that is now, in fact, being brought in to help the other, your current or future partner. Grounding and earth. after all of this soul searching, after banishing negative energy, after being banished themselves, you banishing that person who doesn't belong in your life anymore, it needs to get grounded like an electrical current, okay? It needs to be made real. The universe is helping this person manifest and ground their feelings. Their intentions and desires is what I'm hearing. The universe is helping their desires and intentions become more tangible, so they can put their finger on what it is they really want. You're getting the guidance, they're getting the grounding. Shit's getting real. I'm not kidding. That's kind of like the words that are forming from the energy here. Here is the final outcome for current and future partners, ancestors, and remembrance. This is going to be clearing out. This is going to be clearing out. When you meet this person, when you're eliminating that person, and also when you come to the next level with the person you're already with. All three scenarios. Someone exiting, someone coming in, someone you're already with. Whatever is going on is in fact, I'm getting this energy very strongly, is in fact going to clear a lot of ancestral dynamics that were put in place, have been carried out over generations, you know, patterns and stuff of that nature. You're clearing them. You are, I mean for good, energetically, like on the cosmic level. But you're going to see it and feel it. You're going to see it and feel it. I don't necessarily need clarity, but I want some more specific detail about like when, where, how is the culmination taking place. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling, it's like there needs to be that little cherry on top. Okay, so 3 fell out face down. Face down. Okay. You're going to get news. Oh, look at all the fire. Fire, fire, water. You're going to get news. This is father energy I'm picking up on. Okay? There's a father connection. And this is past and childhood, nostalgia. Where, when, and how? I'm seeing a family reunion here. That plays a significant role in the development of things. Those are the exact words I got. This family reunion type of scenario, I'm feeling a funeral also for some. That gathering where there are people from the past connected, and I'm sorry for the loss, but there's something significant going on at this gathering. There are different types of gatherings, and to watch out for gatherings or news coming up around gatherings, even if you don't go. There's something very significant about that. Things in the past. Yeah. Ooh, that had an interesting... It's mysterious. It's not showing me like... But it's not showing me like exact. But it's showing me there's something definitely connected to different types of gatherings. Whether it be a family reunion of sorts on its own or centered around a funeral or passing of someone, where you go and you see people from your past. And this starts to reveal these dynamics in people, and you see each other there. And it has to do with either connecting with this person, reaching the next level with the person you're with, or helping you to eliminate the person, okay, from your life. So this is significant. Family gatherings, seeing people, like high school reunion type thing. That type, like a gathering of old friends. All those dynamics are going to contribute to the development of resolution. I'm going to leave it at that because those are the exact words I'm getting. I don't want to embellish. I'm going to give you one of my cards, my Soul to Soul divination and oracle cards that I made. Whoa. Hello. That's the dancer. Dancing? Is dancing involved, I wonder? Or physical activity? Health. Your health. Going to the gym, meeting people. Some kind of physical thing. Interesting. What card would be the most beneficial for Scorpio out of my Soul to Soul cards? There it is. Falling here, I'm going to see that as being significant. Nature, getting outside. It's all of the elements are coming together. That's what this card is. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. All of the elements of the universe. Just like over here, all the elements are coming together to create a new foundation. And don't worry so much about needing to muster up the energy to move things out, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Spirit is giving you the elements. They're helping you kind of do the heavy lifting or the heavy pushing of people out. All you have to do is be honest with yourself, and all you have to do is don't think too much. Feel. Feel more than you think. And if you're honest about what you feel, that's all the work you need to do. And let the universe do the rest. That is it right there, Scorpio. Your self-honesty about your feelings, let the universe do the rest, and they will carry that energy out. So I hope you liked your reading. That was fun to do. Some cool stuff happening for you, and I'm really happy for you. So if you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading or to make a donation, drop down box below. All the links are there. Click the bell notification if you would like to subscribe and be notified of all new videos. Make sure you do that. Thanks so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes and donations, and mostly for all your love. So from my soul to yours, much love, Scorpio, and brightest blessings. See you soon. Bye.